Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to use HTML5's geolocation API. Now this is very JavaScript intensive, so we're not going to do too much here. We're not going to deal with maps or anything yet, but what we will do is just make it so that we can ask the user for their location. If they give it to us, then we'll take the latitude and longitude and display them on the screen. Alright, so I should mention that in some browsers you can't run it from just a local file like this. You need a server. So I do have an Apache server set up that I can use it for an example. Alright, so what we're going to do here is in the body, we're not going to have much. We're going to have a button, and we're going to give it a click event, and when that's clicked, it's going to run a function called getLocation. And for the button text, we'll say get chords. And so that should be it for now. And then we're going to go down and put our script tags in. Okay, we want to create a variable. We'll call it X, and we're going to set it to document. Oh, we need to put a div up here too. Okay, so actually we'll do an H1 to make it bigger. So we're going to give it an ID of chords. Alright, and then we'll set this to document.getElement by ID and chords. Alright, and then we're going to have our function getLocation. Let me just indent this. Alright, so in getLocation, first thing we want to do is make sure that we can use geolocation in this browser. So we're going to put an if statement here, and we're going to say if navigator.geolocation, then we want to say navigator.geolocation, and then we want to call getCurrentPosition. Okay, and then in here we're going to say show position, which is going to be the name of the function. This is a callback. This is going to be the name of the function that runs when it gets the position. Alright, let's put in an else statement here as well. We'll say else, then x.innerHTML, and we're just going to spit out a message that says geolocation is not supported. Alright, so we're checking to make sure the browser supports it. If it does, we're going to call getCurrentPosition and pass show position in as a callback. If not, then we're just going to take this element up here, the H1, and put in geolocation is not supported. Alright, so under that we need to have our show position callback. So show position, and that's going to take a parameter of position, and then we can get our position. So let's say console.log, and we should be able to say position.chords.latitude. Alright, so let's go ahead and run that. Alright, now if I click it, you can see up here we get this little X mark, and it's saying this page has been blocked from your tracking location. What we need to do is put this on a server. Alright, so I'm going to take our index.html and I'm going to bring it over to my AMP. I'm using AMPs for my server, which is, let's see, AMPs, and then I want my www directory. And let's put in a folder here. We'll just call it geo and paste that in, and then I should be able to go to localhost/geo. Alright, and then if I click get chords, now you can see that there's no X up here, and if we open up the console, it's showing my latitude. Alright, so if you want AMPs, you can go ahead and download that. I'm not going to go through all that. Chances are you already know how to set up a server. AMPs, another one is XAMPP or XAMPP. If you're on Mac, there's MAMP, and of course if you just want to set up a regular Apache server. Alright, So we're console logging out the latitude. Now what we want to do is we want to be able to print this on the screen. So I'm just going to comment that out, and then we're going to say x.inner HTML, and let's set that to a string. We'll say latitude, and then we're just going to concatenate with a plus sign position dot chords dot latitude. All right, and then let's concatenate again. And when I say concatenate, I just mean basically go back to a string. So we're starting as a string, and then we want to add JavaScript, so we have to end the string with a quote and use a plus sign to concatenate so that we can then use JavaScript again. All right, so this will be longitude, and let's actually put a line break there. Okay, longitude, and then once again we're going to go back into JavaScript and say position dot chords dot longitude. All right, and then we'll just end that with a semicolon. And now if we go and reload, get chords, and now it shows us our latitude and longitude. All right, so there's a lot you can do with that. You can, especially with working with maps, with the Google Maps API, which we might get into later on in the JavaScript section. All right, so that's going to be it for this video. In the next one, we're going to take some of what we've learned so far and create a nice little project where we can add a note and save it in local storage, and we'll use some of our other HTML5 features as well. All right, so I will see you in the next video.